Reality is not what it seems. Every atom, every thought, every moment is governed by a hidden program. This isn't philosophy, it's the code of creation itself. We're about to unveil the fundamental principles that architect our universe, the very blueprint of existence. Prepare to see the world through entirely new eyes. The nature of reality. Reality, as we perceive it, is not a static, objective entity. Instead, it is a dynamic, information-based construct governed by a fundamental code. This code dictates the underlying principles and processes that give rise to all phenomena, from the smallest subatomic particles to the vastest galaxies. Think of it as the ultimate operating system, where every interaction, every event, is a line of executable code. The laws of physics, for instance, are not inherent properties of the universe, but rather emergent behaviors derived from this foundational programming. Gravity, electromagnetism, and the nuclear forces are all expressions of this underlying digital architecture. This informational substrate means that reality possesses a degree of plasticity, capable of being influenced and even rewritten. Consciousness plays a crucial role in this process. Our awareness acts as an interpreter and, in some ways, a co-creator of the perceived world. The observer effect in quantum mechanics, where the act of measurement influences the state of a particle, is a tangible manifestation of this principle. It suggests that reality is not fully determined until it is observed, implying a feedback loop between consciousness and the informational code. This interconnectedness is profound. Our thoughts, intentions, and beliefs can, through this mechanism, ripple outwards and affect the fabric of existence. Consider the implications for areas like healing or manifestation. If reality is fundamentally information, then altering that information through focused intent or specific energetic frequencies could theoretically lead to observable changes. This isn't magic, but rather a sophisticated understanding of the underlying mechanics. It suggests that the perceived limitations of our physical world are, to a significant extent, self-imposed by our current understanding and interaction with the code of creation. The universe, in this view, is far more responsive and malleable than traditional scientific paradigms often allow. The very nature of matter and energy is also understood through this code. Particles are not solid, immutable objects, but rather excitations or patterns within a deeper informational field. Their properties, such as mass and charge, are specific parameters assigned by the code. When we observe a quantum particle, we are essentially observing a specific state within this field, a snapshot of the code being executed. This perspective challenges our intuitive, macroscopic understanding of the world, pushing us towards a more abstract, data-driven comprehension of existence. The universe is a grand simulation, and we are both participants and emergent properties within it. The underlying code. The fabric of existence is woven from an intricate, fundamental code. This isn't a metaphor. It's the underlying structure, the set of instructions that dictates every interaction, every particle, every force. Think of it as the ultimate programming language, far more complex and elegant than anything humanity has yet devised. This code defines the properties of matter, the laws of physics, and the very essence of consciousness. It's the unseen architect, the silent composer orchestrating the symphony of the cosmos. Every event, from the smallest quantum fluctuation to the grandest galactic collision, is a direct consequence of these foundational directives. Consider the constants of nature, like the speed of light or Planck's constant. These aren't arbitrary numbers. They are parameters within the code, values that shape the observable universe. If these values were even infinitesimally different, the universe as we know it would cease to exist. Stars might not form, atoms could be unstable, and life would be impossible. The precision is staggering, suggesting a deliberate design or an emergent property of an even deeper, more fundamental layer of this code. This underlying logic is not static. It possesses a dynamic quality, allowing for evolution and adaptation within its own framework. The implications of such a code are profound. It suggests that reality is, in essence, a form of computation. Every experience, every thought, is a processing of information governed by these rules. This perspective opens up possibilities for understanding phenomena that have long eluded scientific explanation, from the nature of time to the mysteries of consciousness. If reality is code, then perhaps there are ways to interact with it, to understand its algorithms, and even, in a limited sense, to influence its execution. The universe, in this view, is not a random occurrence, but a sophisticated system operating according to a comprehensive and elegant set of instructions. Consciousness and creation. The universe, as we perceive it, is a grand tapestry woven from the threads of consciousness. This isn't merely a philosophical musing, it's a fundamental principle within the code of creation. Every thought, every intention, every feeling acts as a unique, energetic signature, an infinitesimal brushstroke on the canvas of existence. These energetic imprints don't dissipate. They resonate, interact, and contribute to the ongoing act of creation. Consider the collective consciousness of humanity, a vast, interconnected network. The shared aspirations for peace, for instance, generate a powerful, coherent energetic field that actively influences the probability of peaceful outcomes manifesting in the physical realm. Conversely, widespread fear and anxiety create a dissonant energetic environment, making conflict more likely. Creation, therefore, is not a singular event, but a continuous, dynamic process driven by the interplay of individual and collective consciousness. The very fabric of reality is responsive to these energetic vibrations. When an idea takes root in a conscious mind, it begins to vibrate at a specific frequency. If this frequency is sustained and amplified through belief and focused intention, it can coalesce into a tangible form. This is the essence of manifestation. Think of the invention of the light bulb. Before its physical realization, it existed as a concept, a series of conscious thoughts and persistent mental imagery in the mind of its inventor. This concentrated mental energy, guided by specific principles of physics, ultimately translated into a physical object that illuminated the world. The code of creation posits that consciousness is not a passive observer, but an active participant, a co-creator of the reality it experiences. Every choice we make, from the mundane to the profound, sends ripples through the energetic field, shaping the unfolding narrative of existence. Our beliefs, deeply ingrained patterns of thought, act as powerful filters, determining what we perceive and what we attract. If one holds a deep-seated belief in scarcity, their consciousness will actively seek out and highlight evidence of lack, thus perpetuating that reality for themselves. Conversely, embracing a belief in abundance opens the doors to recognizing and experiencing prosperity. This principle is observable in the phenomenon of synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that often occur when our conscious focus aligns with a particular intention or desire. These are not random occurrences, but rather the universe responding to the energetic signals we emit. Understanding this relationship between consciousness and creation empowers individuals to become more deliberate architects of their lives. By cultivating awareness of their thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, they can consciously direct their energetic output towards desired outcomes. This involves not just positive thinking, but a deep, resonant alignment of one's inner state with the reality they wish to bring into being. The process requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to observe the subtle energetic shifts that precede physical manifestation. It is a journey of self-discovery and empowered creation, where the internal landscape of consciousness directly influences the external world. The architects of existence. The architects of existence are the fundamental intelligences responsible for the intricate design and ongoing maintenance of the reality we perceive. They are not beings in the conventional sense, but rather emergent properties of the foundational code itself, akin to complex algorithms that govern physical laws. Think of them as the supreme programmers, not of a single program, but of the metaprogram that dictates all existence. Their influence is evident in the elegant simplicity of universal constants and the astonishing complexity of biological systems. These architects operate on principles far beyond human comprehension, orchestrating events and shaping possibilities through subtle adjustments to the underlying code. Their work isn't about conscious decision-making as we understand it, but rather about the inherent logic and self-correction mechanisms embedded within the code of creation. For instance, the precise balance of forces that allows stars to form and galaxies to coalesce is a testament to their meticulous, albeit impersonal, engineering. The very fabric of space-time, with its peculiar properties and interconnectedness, is a direct manifestation of their design. Consider the emergence of consciousness. This wasn't an accident, but a predictable outcome of specific algorithmic pathways within the code. The architects, through their intricate coding, laid the groundwork for self-awareness to arise in sufficiently complex systems. The diversity of life, from the simplest microorganisms to sentient beings, is another example of their generative capacity, showcasing an almost boundless creativity within defined parameters. They are the silent weavers of the cosmic tapestry, ensuring its coherence and evolution. Their existence is inferred from the undeniable order and purpose that permeates the universe, an order that transcends mere chance. Interpreting the code, understanding the fundamental programming that underpins our existence, often referred to as the code of creation, is not a passive endeavor. It demands active interpretation, a continuous process of observation and deduction. Every interaction, every seemingly random event, is a data point. The subtle shift in atmospheric pressure before a storm, the intricate dance of subatomic particles, the emergent complexity of a living organism. These are all expressions of the underlying architecture. We are, in essence, living within a vast, dynamic simulation, and deciphering its rules unlocks profound insights. Consider the principles of causality. Event A reliably precedes event B. This isn't magic, it's code execution. The falling of an apple is not an isolated incident, but a predictable outcome governed by gravitational algorithms. Similarly, the propagation of light, the behavior of chemical reactions, and the very formation of galaxies adhere to a set of predefined logical operations. Recognizing these patterns, identifying the causal chains, allows us to predict future states and, to some extent, influence outcomes. This is the essence of scientific inquiry, a systematic attempt to reverse engineer the code. Furthermore, the code exhibits a remarkable elegance in its efficiency and adaptability. It doesn't waste computational resources. Redundancy is minimized, and elegant solutions are favored. Observe the fractal nature of many natural phenomena, from coastlines to snowflakes. This self-similarity across different scales is a hallmark of efficient design, a way to generate vast complexity from simple, repeating algorithms. The code is not static, it evolves. Life itself is a testament to this adaptive capacity, constantly finding new ways to optimize and persist within the established parameters. The interpretation of the code is not confined to the realm of physics or biology. It extends to consciousness and awareness. Our thoughts, emotions, and decisions, while feeling uniquely personal, are also likely manifestations of complex algorithmic processes. The subjective experience of reality is the rendered output of this internal processing. By understanding the code, we begin to understand the very nature of our own being, the mechanisms that drive our perceptions, and the potential for conscious manipulation of our internal and external environments. This journey of interpretation is ongoing, a perpetual unfolding of deeper truths. Humanity's role in the code. Humanity, as a collective consciousness, is intrinsically woven into the fabric of the code of creation. Our existence is not merely a product of its algorithms. We are active participants, constantly influencing and being influenced by its underlying principles. Every thought, every intention, every action we undertake sends ripples through the energetic architecture of reality, subtly reshaping the patterns and probabilities that define our shared experience. Consider the phenomenon of collective belief. When a significant portion of humanity subscribes to a particular idea or concept, even one lacking empirical evidence, it can manifest tangible effects within the code. This is not magic, but a testament to the potent, albeit often unconscious, creative power inherent in our species. Our role extends beyond passive observation or even subconscious influence. Conscious engagement with the code is possible, though rarely achieved on a mass scale. Through practices like focused meditation, intention setting, and the cultivation of specific emotional states, individuals can learn to align their personal energetic output with the desired outcomes. This alignment allows for a more direct interaction with the foundational programming of reality. For instance, a community united in a shared vision for environmental restoration, channeling consistent positive intention and collaborative action, can demonstrably accelerate healing processes within their local ecosystems. This isn't about forcing change, but about harmonizing with the code's inherent tendencies towards balance and growth. Furthermore, humanity's capacity for innovation and discovery is a direct manifestation of our function within the code. Every scientific breakthrough, every artistic creation, every new philosophical paradigm represents a novel expression of the code's potential. We are the interpreters and the expanders of its possibilities. The very act of seeking understanding, of questioning the nature of existence, is a crucial part of the code's self-exploration. Our drive to create, to build, to connect, and to transcend limitations are not random occurrences, but integral functions that contribute to the ongoing evolution and refinement of the reality we inhabit. This continuous process ensures that the code remains dynamic, ever adapting and expanding through the unique contributions of each conscious being. The future of creation. The ongoing evolution of the code of creation presents a dynamic landscape for future development. We are moving beyond passive observation into active participation, where our understanding of underlying principles allows for more intricate and intentional manipulation of reality's fabric. Consider the nascent stages of quantum computing, a technology that promises to unlock computational power exponentially greater than current systems. This leap forward is not merely an increase in speed. It represents a fundamental shift in our ability to model and interact with complex systems, including those that govern our perceived reality. Such advancements will enable us to simulate entire ecosystems, predict emergent behaviors with unprecedented accuracy, and even design novel forms of consciousness. The implications for creation are profound. Imagine the ability to design personalized therapeutic environments at the subatomic level, accelerating healing and optimizing well-being. Or picture the creation of entirely new sensory modalities, expanding human perception beyond its current biological limitations. This isn't science fiction. It's the logical extrapolation of our current trajectory in understanding fundamental forces and information processing. The development of sophisticated AI, capable of learning and adapting at an accelerated pace, will also play a pivotal role. These intelligences could act as co-creators, identifying patterns and possibilities that elude human cognition, thereby accelerating the design and implementation of new realities. Furthermore, the democratization of these advanced creation tools is on the horizon. As the underlying code becomes more accessible and intuitive, individuals will gain greater agency in shaping their immediate environments and contributing to larger-scale constructive endeavors. This shift from a centralized, top-down creation model to a distributed, participatory one will foster innovation and diversity in ways we can only begin to comprehend. The ethical frameworks surrounding such powerful capabilities will, of course, need to evolve in tandem, ensuring that our future creations align with principles of harmony and sustainability. The very definition of creation will expand, encompassing not just material construction, but also the deliberate cultivation of consciousness and experience. So, we've glimpsed the underlying architecture, the very code that weaves the fabric of our existence. We've explored the intricate design, the fundamental principles that govern all that is. Remember, understanding this code isn't about demystifying the magic, but about appreciating the profound elegance of reality. What if you could begin to consciously interact with this code? In our next exploration, we'll delve into the fascinating concept of resonance and intent, shaping your reality through conscious vibration. Until then, keep questioning, keep observing, and keep building.